I think from a viewer standpoint though, man, and this is, like you said, something that we've spoken about quite a bit, super relatable to watch, and you get it instantly. You know that those steps are going to be hard as shit to ride down. You know that if, I can't remember the guy's name, but the first guy who crashed going down the stair set, you know how hard that will have hurt, because he almost stopped dead when he hit like a wall, basically, at the bottom of the bottom of the steps. So I'm sat there watching it with my girlfriend too, and obviously she was like, I understand that. I know that walls don't move. If someone hits a tree when you're out in the wilderness racing downhill, you can kind of go, I don't know what that might feel like. It might feel a little bit different than hitting a wall.
You know what walls.
But the broadcast was really good. Tons of angles, like pretty much the whole course was
mind blowing. How much work goes into that?
Yeah, pretty much the whole thing. Like you didn't, and also multiple angles as well. So they cut to different angles of the same section, which was amazing.
Huge operation. And, and like what it also brought was like there was a hospitality aspect to it, which we miss in downhill races. There was a real hospitality aspect, so they had a lot of business meetings and stuff going on in a big area, you know, like in Formula One pits. Like essentially Formula One is a hospitality event for the sponsors.
Yeah, totally.
Like a lot of those logos.
It's a spectacle. It's like...
the logos they're almost by the by, a lot of the logos. When you see a small logo, you're like, no one's looking at the small logo and then buying something. It's not... Maybe a certain amount of brand awareness, but largely it's hospitality. In a lot of motorsports as well, and that was very cool to see.
That is cool to see, for sure. And again, I really hope I haven't just hated on Clydo, because that's not what I'm doing, but it was interesting that he was like second guessing all this sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was great to watch. I really enjoyed it, man. I think obviously having you out there, you've got a bit of a horse in the race. Seeing Jono out there, Brendan out there, you know, you've got horses in the race, which is really nice. But I think it's just different, dude. It's just that little bit of an injection that I think it needs sometimes. The sport in general, like the whole thing, it's just different. It's unique. All the media coming out of it, again, those guys do a great job. You know, you've got Jono releasing stuff, you're releasing stuff, and you just feel like a bit more invested in it. I also think that again, we spoke about this offline, but the final field was just 15 riders.
Yeah.
Which again, it was just so for our time in the UK, it was on at like 8:45, 8:45 or something. We were either going to watch a movie or we were going to watch the street race, which you wouldn't have the ability to do that normally with a downhill race, because it's like, it's UK, we're going to be sat here for 3 hours and it's going to be a long drawn out thing, which is great in some ways, but looking at this as from like an entertainment thing, an entertainment package, perfect. It's like on for like an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Hard hitting, fast, exciting, crashing, tight times, all of it was like, super good.
I think I run the risk of sounding like I'm really pro street racing, and it's probably because I build them. But I actually do think, in an unbiased manner, I think it is a really wild spectacle, both when you're there and online, because it is hard to relate, like you say, to the woods for people that don't understand it. And I think really that's what Red Bull are trying to do. They're trying to sell a fizzy drink, and like it does the job. It really does. I mean, I don't know if it comes across on camera quite how gnarly they are. I mean, Jono. No, it was really cool. I think
that's so difficult to get that across. Like, it's so hard because you can't tell from the TV how steep and uneven those steps are. When you're doing your vlog and you're walking down there and you can see it, you can see from the shin height, the sock height, or whatever. Oh yeah, they're all different. But until you like see it and try and walk down them or up them or ride down them, I wouldn't say it's hard to relate, but it's just different.
Mate, it is. It is so crazy. And then, and what else is crazy is that it's become its own thing. Like the Colombians and Mexicans, they're going so fast, so fast.
And it was like noticeable as well that those final three, I think it was. I mean, emphasis on the winner. Was it Camilo Sanchez? Is that his name? Camilo? Okay. I did actually bring it up.
Full results list, because there will be.
Camilo Sanchez, like noticeably fast. Yeah. I mean, just noticeable from the broadcast, like how fucking ridiculously fast he was going.
Super interesting as well, because he was on a because he was on a enduro bike, which I would not have said. I wouldn't have said that would do that well.
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type The Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!